Hello again, and welcome back to the Shark Tank. This is episode 7. Today, I'm going to be playing my Johktari Beastmaster, which is actually one of my favorite mages. She's a lot of fun. The idea is to get a layer and to use Kajara a lot and throw basically as many dice as I can quickly. Today's opponent is Luckiest Luke, who is playing the wizard in the red corner. Yeah, I actually haven't played too many games against Luke. I don't know if I've played any, actually. So this will be an interesting match. I'm going to begin with a layer and a Hawkeye. The theory behind this is layer effectively puts your channeling up to 11. That's not a Spinal Tap reference, although it's funny. It's actually legit because you have 9 channeling and it channels 2, so you actually put it at roughly 11 if you're casting a creature every turn like we plan to. The other spell I'll bring is a Hawkeye that gives me enough mana next turn so I can cast Kajara, throw it, and still cast one of the two, either Mountain Ram or Timberwolf. So, we're going to go ahead and get this show on the road. And the first move I'm going to do is we're going to pass Quick Cast, but I'm going to go ahead and run out here and cast the enchantment on myself. I want to see what they do. So that way there it helps determine where I put the layer. Most of the time I put it in the far center to be aggressive. Interesting thing being a wizard here, not first quick casting the gate, tells me that he's not going to run the spawn point. That or he's just late casting it. Alright, let's see what we got here. We have a mana crystal. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that means I'm going to put a layer right out here. Which I'm okay with. Oops, I'm used to being red, so I'm not used to clicking the button when red shows up. So we're going to put the layer out here like we thought. And that'll be it for our first part of the turn. What's he going to do with his final quick cast? And I'm going to guess another mana crystal based on that layout. Ooh, a Battleforge. Okay, that's not bad. I'm not convinced I need to worry too much about the Battleforge right now. We'll see, though. That may become a target later on. So this turn, we have prepared a Mountain Ram who can go run into that Battleforge on the layer. And then I'm also going to cast Kajara. I better brace yourself just in case, but I'm going to cast Kajara, reveal Hawkeye, and throw it at him. So I won't really get to cast the second spell, probably, unless something goes terribly wrong. And there's an Enchanter's Ring. I was expecting something leathery, but that's not that far out of the realm of expectation here. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy the Ram. And the Ram gets a nice extra buff against corporeal conjurations, so I'm going to see if that makes him want to try to protect his Battleforge or not. Because that puts him in a good position for me to just keep pounding with animals. Cast them from the layer and just rouse them. Alright, let's see what he's going to do. He's going to move closer. I'm wondering... Oh, he's going to just enchant himself. It's probably a Hawkeye, and then he'll probably follow up with an Arcane Zap, based on many other wizards I've seen. But that may or may not be the case. Alright, so he's done with his actions. I'm going to go ahead and quick cast Kajara onto myself. I'll reveal the Hawkeye, because we're not getting all that cute at this point. And we're going to go ahead and run into the zone that I have most control over. And let's go throw a boomerang at him. So we're going to throw 4 dice at him and see what happens. Ooh, 4 damage. So, unless that's a Rhino Hide, he's taking 4. And 4 goes through. Alright. That was a according to plan turn, so as soon as the plan stops working, it'll get interesting, I think. I actually haven't scripted too many moves of this particular book. And I'm going to guess that's going to be... Oh, is it Hawkeye? Nope, just Arcane Zap. Okay. And he gets a poor roll. That's unfortunate. 1 damage versus the 4 that I got. Granted, mine was on 4 dice and his was only on 3, but sometimes this sucks when the dice aren't fair. They'll even out eventually, though. Alright, and I will cycle back next turn. Alright, so we have prepared a falcon, where we have the option to rouse the beast, but I'm also thinking just putting lion savagery onto the mountain ram, and just sending him right at the battle forge and seeing what happens. That's what I'm leaning towards doing right now, although I may also rouse the falcon. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to kind of see how the turn plays out from that perspective. But yeah, see, this armor is why I'm thinking it may just be best to knock out the battle forge, and I think a lion savagery on the mountain ram is a good play regardless of battle forge hitting or not. So we're going to go ahead and pass the first quick and see if he does anything. He has a large amount of mana right now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do the lion savagery thing and reveal it to go charging into the battle forge. 8 dice, piercing 1. See if we get a lucky roll. That's really what we're counting on right now. We got like the worst roll we could have gotten. There's literally 6 blanks in that. Man, that's unfortunate. That's alright though. I've seen crazier stuff happen. Alright. It's alright, we could just run him right into the mana crystal and then run him back into the battle forge. So, just, it's not a complete waste yet. It's just an unfortunate roll, though I did take up all the blanks. Oh, Hydra. Interesting. Okay. So it's a slow Hydra, because, I mean, Hydras are slow in general. So we can use our mobility to our advantage here. Ooh, he's going to rouse the beast. I don't know if that'll do him a whole heck of a lot of good at the moment. That's okay. So what I think I'm going to do, see, he's got 1 mana. I'm going to go ahead and just throw a boomerang at him. Hopefully I've used all the blanks up. Because it's totally how it works, right? Statistics. You use all the blanks up, they can't come back. Alright, 4 dice into the mage, 4 damage. I didn't use all the blanks up because I still got 2 of them. But it'll still take 4 damage, so that puts him up to 8 out of 32. He's a quarter dead already. Oh, I forgot about the armor, sorry. So he's at 6 out of 32. That's not bad. Still good. And then that's the end of my turn. He'll get to use the Darkfin Hydra. And we'll see what happens. That tells me that I am going to be playing a Falcon next turn, so that way they're, you know, I don't have to worry too much about a Hydra. I might just push it out of here also, because it's slow, so I'm not too worried about it. I have huge mobility compared to this thing. Either way, we'll cycle back and figure it out in a minute. Alright, this turn we're going to go ahead and cast a Falcon like we thought we would. I'm going to go ahead and bring along Chitin Armor because I should honestly just put on armor instead of playing this positional game at the moment. 2 armor versus 3 dice usually is a pretty good chance there for me, you know, okay? And I brought Arouse the Beast just on as a backup plan. That's typically how this thing likes to run. It likes to run 1 main plan with a backup plan. So, alright. He goes ahead and casts Regrowth Belt. That's cool. I got plenty of ways to deal with that later on. But for now, we can ignore it. And it means he's using his mana on healing. So we're going to cast the Falcon and see what happens in the first quick cast. I think if nothing happens, I'm just going to cast my armor. I don't trust that he doesn't have a positional spell with him right now. So that's why I didn't do the whole force push him away thing. Ooh, maybe he did the pre-rust thing. That's okay if he did. We'll go ahead and use Chitin, maybe. There we go. Buttons. I buttons well. Chitin Armor. And make him reveal the rest if that's what it is. Use the mana. Oh, it's Jinx. Okay, well. I will get my mana back. And that means nothing. Okay, anyway. So I have no armor. That's okay. And I'm going to take some dice here. Ouch. Of course he gets 5 damage on that one. That's alright. And the next one. Octagon's running a little slow today. 3 average on that one. And the third one, man, Octagon's running really slow today. 2, so only +1 overall. Not that bad. I've had worse. However, what that does mean is that I'm going to go ahead and move away. No, I don't want to move away, because then he can just follow. If he follows, I can mountain ram him. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and move away. And we'll use Arouse the Beast on Falcon over here. And we'll let him go ahead and do his turn. It means I don't get to throw my boomerang at him, but you know what? I think that's okay for the moment. I think I can get a pretty good creature advantage here coming up shortly. I'm thinking Grizzly may have to make an appearance, or the Spitting Raptor. Both are good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and run the Falcon in here. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's do something smart. Let's be smart here. They're both going to regenerate. Let's hit the thing we can give a dice bonus to. Because we can use Wounded Prey onto this guy, and of course he rolls nothing. Man, the dice are not happy with me in the early game. That's alright. Maybe one day I'll get to do damage. This is ridiculous. That's alright. It'll happen, I guess. Card. Ah, he's enchanting the Hydra. Okay. That could be any number of things. Technically, he should have actually gotten a counter-strike now that I think about it. Huh. Oh, I wonder if it... No? Let me check. Did I completely mess that up, or should it have counter-struck? Ah, okay. So he's going to go ahead and roll those, I guess, 4 dice. Rolls 6 damage and kills the Falcon. Okay, cool. That's how this game's going to go. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do what we can with what we have. Apply a charge bonus. Let's knock down the crystal here. A ridiculously high chance to knock this thing over. And it's down. We rolled... Hey, we rolled average. We rolled 8 damage. 7 of it gets through. It's only got 6 life, so that's good. And then I'm going to go ahead and just go hope for some crits here. Any number of crits will do. Let's knock his stuff over. Hey, 4 crits is a good thing. See, the dice are coming back. I'm not too worried now. It was a little bit of a pain for a little bit, but I have a feeling we'll be okay. We can do this. I think what I'm going to do is make sure the Falcon hits the Battle Forge first, and then possibly bring a Lesser Teleport and a Boomerang and stuff for the Mage, and just avoid the Darkfin Hydra as it is. But I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm going to play this by ear, and we'll go from there. I haven't played Johktari in a while. Okay, this turn we have a Seek and Dispel prepared, just in case we get to snipe the enchantment. We have a Mana Flower on the off chance we don't get to throw a Boomerang, and we're going to bring out a Snake and see if he tries to go after it. So, we're going to go ahead and deploy said Snake. It's cheap and has a defense, so it might live through an attack, and it holds this thing in place if he does choose to attack it. And maybe I'll get some value out of it later if it does actually get to attack and get some weeks off. But I'm not really... I'm hoping he holds him in... hoping the Snake holds it in place. Oh, cool. A Mage Wand. That'll be fun. I'm gonna guess it's a Teleport Wand. because that's what usually you do with big slow creatures. But that's okay. There, I guess technically it wasn't a teleport one beforehand. Now it would be. So we're going to go ahead and target and seeking and see what it was. Rhino hide, cool. So no extra armor for this guy. I'm okay with that trade. However, we may run the ram over to the wizard and try to push him so that he cannot teleport easily the Hydra into my zone without me being able to move. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to ram right into the wizard. Kapow! 6 dice, piercing 1 with a, I think, 6 push chance. Yeah, I know I'm hoping for a lot from the dice, but we got the push, and it looks like 4 damage will get through. Assuming no extra armor showing up. Kapow! And I'm going to push him to the left. Or, you know what? So I want to push, yeah, we're going to push him to the left. I don't really care about hitting the wizard right now. So that teleport wand only does a little bit of good. He has to move first, which means I get to at least react to it. Yay, mountain ram. Who's a good buddy? They're kind of squishy. All right. So I think next turn, pending mana, I'm planning to, well, this turn I'm planning to move and throw my boomerang. Next turn, pending mana, I may just pop out a grizzly and rouse the beast on the grizzly. If I'm mathing correctly and I don't spend any more mana, I will be able to do so. And that means that I'll at least have a big guy to take on the Darkfin Hydra. And that way there, I can at least, I may not be literally dissolving and dealing with the Mage Wand, but I will be able to tactically win that fight, I think, by playing around it. Oh, he's going to enchant it after he had moved. That's okay. That just means I can move out of the way. Sweet, so we're going to go ahead and go over here, and we're going to throw a boomerang at the Battleforge. 83% chance to kill it, allegedly. I'll believe it when it's dead. Hey, we got our crit that we needed. We got our 1 crit. Sometimes that's all you need, right? So the Battleforge will go down. Great success. He cannot teleport the Darkfin Hydra to anywhere that can hit me, or I guess he can go hit the Mountain Ram. I think I'm okay with that. Mountain Ram has an armor, has done exactly what I wanted him to do, which is help take out both conjurations. And there's the teleport. Wait for it. Confirm teleport. Oh, he moved him up. Cool. He didn't even go hit my ram. I am okay with this. Oh, cheetah speed. Well, okay. He's just going to get to attack with the 4 dice attack. It's still better than nothing. It gives me time to put on armor next turn, which I'm okay with. Comparatively speaking, at least. 4 damage goes through. And we're going to go ahead, I guess we're going to go hit the wizard with the falcon, because we might get some damage through to offset some of that regen that he's doing. And for some reason, I cut all the freaking poison bloods out of here, which I am regretting 100% right now. That was not my best plan. I'll be fixing that eventually. And man, no crits, nothing. Okay, not gonna get anything. The dice will come back. It's okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and that's it for our turn. Alright, in the quick cast, since he can't jinx me, I'm going to put on my armor, and then I will bring a force push so I can make sure that the ram is in range to go hit the wizard. That's the plan. I'll probably take a triple strike, and that's okay. Well, it's not okay. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. I don't believe I have a way around that aside from just teleporting away, which I could do. But I'm trying to make the mana work out for a Roused Bear or Severe next turn. So we're going to go ahead and just spend that 6 mana here. And no more jinxing. Hooray, I have armor. Armor against a 3 dice triple strike should average out to about 3 to 5 damage. And while it's not ideal, it's definitely not as bad as averaging 9. So let's see what he decides to do. Ooh, he's going to act with the wizard first. Interesting. If he stays there, it's... Oh, he's going into a spot that I don't even have to force push anymore. Alright. Move and cast an enchantment. And he's done. I wonder if that's a jinx. Or it could be a rust. Rust is also a good option here. At least that's what I would do. So let's see here. 10 mana. If he reveals Rust, that's going to cost him 4. He still has enough to teleport 2. I'm tempted to make him use that, because that's all of his mana. And it puts him in range of basically all of my stuff. Alright. Why don't we give that a shot? Actually, if it's a rest, it's going to be that. Let's go for the mage. Let's do something. Gambling a little bit on the dice here, but I think that's okay. We're going to go ahead and go for the mage. This will give me, if I attack with the falcon first, this gives me a chance to Kajara for an extra die. And hey, he's rolling crits. That's a good little bird. We got 3 damage through on that one. And now he's going to use the Darkfin Hydra. Probably reveal what I would expect to be a rust, but it's just a assumption there. And he's going to attack, and it's probably going to be the triple strike. Here's the triple bite. Man, Octagon is really running real slow today. 4 crits. Come on, man. What did I put armor on for? Ugh. The dice have been ridiculous. Both sides. Crits everywhere. Like the last 7 damage to death has been done, has been all crit damage. There we go. Normal damage. That's what we like to see. Yeah, there's the rust. And wait for it. 4 damage, man. Okay. One of these days I'll get to do a thing. Hooray. Alright. That should be it for his turn. Oh, he's going to quick cast. Teleporting himself. Somewhere 2 spaces away. It's taking a while. Oh, he's going to come in and join? Interesting. Okay. I'm not really sure I understand that one. Maybe it's to get away from the snake and the mountain ram, but I can still hit him with my Beastmaster, which is I think what I'm going to end up doing. And I'm going to end up having to heal next turn probably. So we're going to go ahead and we'll add a ranged to my mage and throw the boomerang. Serrated edge, 5 dice. See if the dice gods are going to be nice to us today. Hey, they were nice to us. Alright, we're going to get 4 damage through. Alright. To brace yourself. Interesting, not a nullify. That teleport wand is going right away. Cool, 1 damage through. And we're going to go ahead and run Mountain Ram up. We'll run the snake into there. And I think that's it for this turn. And hopefully we can start getting some swing back going our way, yeah? Alright. Alright, this turn we are going to bring the bear out. We're not going to rouse. We're going to bring Dissolve and Hurl Boulder, just in case. And we're going to see where this turn goes. It's going to be a little weird. We're going to go ahead and deploy the bear first. It's going to only cost me 13 total because the layer has some of the mana on it. There we go. I can words. And he's got 11 mana. That's actually not that much. So we're going to go ahead and we will straight up dissolve the wand. And looks like that Hurl Boulder was probably a dumb call. I should have brought a rock. That's alright, I'm out of practice with this thing anyway. And an attack spell. Oh, an enchantment. Okay. That's it for the first quick cast. I'm gonna guess it's a poison blood, actually. I can remove curse that eventually. I don't think it's the right call right now. We are gonna go have a sacrificial falcon here. Have him block for me. And he has to use his full action to move him out of the way, so I still have time to react either way. Maybe. And if he does want to come after me, it means he's in range of my bear for next turn, which I'm okay with. Actually, looking back on it, I really should have just roused the beast. Because that would have been 4 mana as well. But, you know, hindsight, 2020. However you want to look at that. So the Hydra, nope, Hydra's not going to. Looks like he's thinking. If we get the opportunity, we're going to attack first with the snake, and then we'll follow up with the ram. But I don't think we'll get the opportunity to do both, and we may not get the opportunity to do either of them before he attacks with the Hydra. So, we'll see. Yep, he's taking his time thinking, and so, looking to the future, I'm pretty sure it's a poison blood. The way to find out would be to cast a regrowth on it, because that way there I'm not wasting an entire healing spell. But if I can get it to reveal and then I also remove curse, I can get rid of both of those at once because they'll be both revealed. But that's further down the line of I need to make sure I stabilize before I do any of that. And it's very possible I can still lose control where I am now. So, we gotta be a little bit careful with this. Doesn't mean it's not doable, it just means we're a little bit on the edge here. We can use some good dice rolls, actually. That'd be really nice. Alright. So he's going to go ahead and attack the Falcon, who statistically, I'm going to say that statistically should live, and get the counter-strike. Now, the dice haven't been really going my way this game, so it may or, jeez, not happening this time. Rolls above. Big surprise there. Okay. Stupid Falcon. Alright, Falcon's done. We'll bring the snake in. And hopefully make this guy basically useless. Come on. Come on, snake. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Or blank and a 1. That's fine too. You do you, bro. Didn't watch anyway. Ugh. This is getting kind of dumb. Hate when nothing works, but that's okay. It'll happen. Yay, snake defended against the counter-strike. There we go. Sorry, my words have been failing me. Alright, coming in to hit me. Gonna guess it's not just the Arcane Zap? Yeah, basic melee. Okay. Rolls 3 dice, gets 1 damage. Hooray! I'm not completely dead yet. So, in a case like this, I actually think it might be best to Mountain Ram the Mage, because he's got some piercing. So let's see if we can put some damage on to offset some of the damage. I don't think hitting the Hydra is going to help us right now, but that may be the mistake I make that ends it. So no charge bonus. Horns is just 2, piercing 1. Yeah, we'll try it just for the push chance, to be honest. Wow, almost got the push, but we ended up getting 2 damage through, which is good. It offsets that regrowth he's got. And that means I can move and attack him with my boomerang, which I will do. I'll move into the bear zone, add the ranged for Kajar's little ability there, and throw the boomerang for 5 dice. Wow, dice are coming back finally. That's 8 damage rolled. I think 6 of it gets through. Yeah, that's pretty nice. No complaints there. Maybe the dice will swing back in time for me to get out of this. It's still going to be a tough game to come back from. He's got a good position, and I have a lot of damage on me. And I'm pretty sure it's a poison blood on me. Either way, we'll see what we can do next round. Alright, this turn we have planned a brace yourself and regrowth, and we just have to hope that that's not a jinx. It may be one. I don't really have any way to play around that at the moment, so we're just going to lay right into it. We're going to bring out a snake because it's a cheap action that I can get, and we'll see where this goes. I'm not in an awful position if I can keep the ranged attacks off of me or survive, and preferably get the brace yourself, but I'm going to ask if it's a jinx. Cool, it's not a jinx. We're going to get lucky and get the brace yourself. So that means it could probably, or it's probably still the poison blood. I thought it was the other round. But that's okay. Oh, it's a nullify. Okay. Slightly different. Not all that much of a problem. Actually, it's not not being a poison blood kind of makes it actually better. It's a lot less mana for me to get rid of it. It doesn't help me this round, obviously. And depending on how he wants to attack me this round, it's probably a force push into the triple bite thing, or a force push there into the triple bite thing. Ah, I teleport instead. Okay. Take the triple bite, and then I run like hell. That's about the only option I really have. Is get the hell away. God, man. Max damage, really? Alright, well, that's game. Anyway, so this didn't go too well for us, but that's alright. Can't win them all, right? It's not official yet, but good game to Luke for the well-played wizard. And hopefully we'll see you next time on the Shark Tank.